So, first of all, thank you so much for sending me the email and for connecting to me today. Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, doing great. Fabulous morning and climate is too good. Chill weather. Enjoying
Mhm.
the day for so far. What about you? How's weather there?
Again, it's also getting a little chilled now, uh, and not getting proper sunlight too. But overall, it's good, and I have been taking sessions since morning, so far so good. Um, okay, so as we are meeting for the very first time, I would definitely love you to just give your short introduction.
Yeah, I always want to go ladies first. So can you
Oh,
go with
thank you so
yours?
much. Thank you so much. Okay, so as you can see on screen, my name is Rajni Verma. I am from Shri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. When it comes to my qualification, I have done my graduation only in the Korean language from JNU New Delhi. Currently, I'm staying here in my hometown itself, which is Shri Ganganagar, and I am not doing anything in Korean. I just run a YouTube channel and I work independently, where I teach English to beginners and to intermediates, as I consider myself the upper intermediate speaker of the language and aspire to become the advanced one. So, simultaneously, I do practices like listening to people talking and then reading some books. All these are my hobbies too at the same time. Yes, that's all about me.
It's great. It's a pretty much a long story short. It
Mhm.
was good actually.
Thank you.
Yeah. Before introducing myself, I want to acknowledge one thing that your smile seems to be your forte, I guess.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Have anybody
Mhm.
complimented you for your smile? Because that is so important. It gives your audience what kind of personality you are. So, have you ever heard any compliment from people for your smile?
Yeah, many a times. Even when people meet personally to me, then also they say the same thing that, yeah, many people admire it. Yeah.
Because that is absolutely important when you're interacting with people. You're so
Yeah.
blessed to have a good smile. Anyway,
Thank you. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
yeah, I'm glad to introduce myself here. My name is Arun Kumar. I'm basically from southern state of India, Tamil Nadu.
Mhm.
I live in a temple town, Tiruvannamalai, which is famous for Lord Shiva. On the professional front, I have more than 15 years of experience into investment banking back-end operations.
Mhm.
I worked in multiple corporates in different cities like
Mhm.
Chennai, Bangalore, Jaipur. But
Okay.
currently, I live in my hometown. Doing, I'm more of a fun-loving person. Always want to interact with new people. I like reading books a lot. Books are always my best companions.
Mhm.
I read books related to leadership management and more on life lessons from short stories. And last but, last but not the least, I like playing musical instruments, listening to good music, because music has the power to do mood swing. Whenever I feel down and out, I always listen to good music to make myself, give me
Mhm.
more energy. And I always ensure that there is never a dull moment when I'm around with people. So that's about me on the personal front.
Oh, that's remarkable. So, what do you do in order to just make sure that there should not be the dull moment when you are around people? So, anything special that you do, anything special that you bring?
It's it's quite very simple. The best part of any conversation or to build any relationship for that matter,
Mhm.
always try to speak with sense. What I'm trying to say, speak something people like, okay? Try to understand the interest, speak more on that particular area of interest. So
Mhm.
they will be glued to speak to you all the time,
Mhm.
and try to get the best out of them, which make them feel a lot more comfortable talking to you. So that's what
Mm.
I do with people. I first get to know what they're good at. So I
Mm.
keep talking to them about more, what they feel like, feel good factor for them. That's how I engage with people.
Oh, okay. So how long have you been talking to people virtually?
Right from the right from the period when I started working in corporates. Corporates really played a big part in my life, shaping up me as a person, how to interact with people, because day in and day out, I need to, be in touch with clients from almost every part of the world,
Mm-hmm.
mostly from US and UK, because
Mm-hmm.
I worked, client from that part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost for the past 15 years I'm into this, interacting with people.
So you are
Other than
currently
work,
also working, right?
currently working, but other than this, I always make sure that whenever I get the opportunity, I get to participate in seminars related to my area of interest and being part of some Toastmasters club as well.
Mm. Okay,
I
that
never
is
miss
also
it.
virtually.
Correct. Virtually and even in person also, I've attended a few Toastmasters club because that's when I feel, pretty comfortable to meet people from different walks of life, sharing their real life experiences.
Oh, a bit challenging for me, this thing. Like meeting people here, like face to
I know.
face.
That's why I texted you in one of your recent video with Ron. Hope you
Mhm.
can see my comment over there saying that you are an ambivert. No, when you
Mhm.
are offline, you are more of an introvert, but when you connect with people online, you become extrovert, right?
Yeah, quite. Uh, yes, that's true. I'm really still introvert, I feel, and I don't know why I'm even becoming more introvert when it comes to connect to people here offline. I don't know why. Because of their own perceptions towards a lot of things, and again their you know actions also make me to become like that, to not just talk or to just be silent in those situations.
So it's
Yeah.
quite understandable. Quite understandable that to
Hmm.
connect with people instantly is pretty much difficult because you need to know their mood swing, right?
Mm.
You cannot just like that. You can speak whatever in your mind. You got to
Mhm.
understand what sort of mood they are in, so you got to speak accordingly, right?
Absolutely. So, sir, would you like to discuss something specific in today's conversation, or you just want to have a normal general
No, I
conversation?
leave it to you. I'm pretty much okay with anything. I'm more of an
Oh.
impromptu kind of a person.
Hmm. Okay, that's great. But I haven't seen you in any video or on any YouTube channel. Have you connected to any YouTuber who are conducting these kind of conversations?
Of course, I've done so for some 20 conversations.
Oh, are your
I
videos?
really, yeah, I really wonder how you say that you didn't see me at all. Even I connected with Rom as well. It's
Oh,
been
no,
quite
I
a
haven't.
been quite a while I'm doing all these things. In fact,
Mm,
I have few people with whom I connect with them almost thrice a week on different
okay.
topics.
Oh, wow. Great to know that. But I haven't yet watched any of
No
the
matter of fact,
videos.
it's been month of Sundays. I'm following you on email, first email. Actually, we were supposed to connect one fine day, but within half an hour's time, you came back to me saying that my Wi-Fi is not connecting,
Mm,
and so that thing happened. Since
hmm.
then, I've been like following. I've seen few of your videos, so I just like few things from you. So I just wanted to discuss with you on that. Like one of your videos, I came to know that you've been part of a group where you share your writing and all.
Mm,
That made me really interesting. And even I texted you saying that I want to be part of that group if you're okay with it. Then only
mm.
you sort of again contacted me asking whether you are available. So right now we're connected. That's how it happened.
Okay. Okay, yeah. As earlier I was writing alone every now and then. I Was able, but later I it became little mundane for me. I was not enjoying that. But I wanted to, somewhere I had the kind of desire to master this writing skills too, in order to be, become advanced speaker. And at the same time, it writing helps a lot in constructing sentences and recalling the advanced words. So then I came up with the idea of writing with a couple of people. So it would be more interesting and engaging. Like when you are writing together, you learn from each other, you share different words, and then even the perception, the thought process, point of view on a same topic. So that's what I started, and luckily, I'm really enjoying that. Everyone who writes with me enjoys that, because every session we learn something new, because in every session we start writing spontaneously. Some of us suggest the topic and we start writing, and then when we listen to each other, then we learn new things in every session, so everyone enjoys that. And in the same way, they like people who were not able to write or be consistent with this practice, they are also very content with it, that okay, now we are at least thrice a week we are writing now.
Yeah, it's really actually very hard these days to find like-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
But once you find them, it's even harder to get them connected as and when we feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good that you got, those people, reciprocating whatever you want to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fascinating, right? When you connect
Yeah.
with the like-minded people and doing things which you want to explore. So
Mm.
it's really good. But the
Sometimes.
best part of,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
the best part of writing is, like you said, writing will help you to learn a lot of new words because when you do write,
Mm-hmm.
you will pick words from the context you're going to put across. But when you
Mm-hmm.
speak, you got to pick words spontaneously. So that's the difference between writing and speaking. I
Mm-hmm.
always like writing because it gives me a
Oh.
lot of confidence. Because I've been told, even by, it's not, see, again, I don't want to brag kind of, but I do have fans for my way of writing because I do
Mm-hmm.
like to take a lot of time before writing each and every line.
Wow.
I even came across one person from this kind of conversation, saying that totally flattered by my way of writing. But again, it's like it's still a long way to go because I'm not a native speaker or any as such, right? English is not our native language anyway. But that's because of my interest towards reading good books. Because of the good books I read, I'm able to get quite a lot of advanced vocab. Actually
Mm.
helped me a great deal in putting my words into writing.
Wow. Okay. So how many hours in a day do you read?
The moment I get up in the morning, first thing I'll grab my. I have few collection of good authors. So I'll pick one particular genre, mostly into inspirational kind of racks from riches story,
Mm-hmm.
because that makes me feel that you need to put extra effort to make your day better.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in the morning, I make sure that I read at least 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
and in the evening at 5 to 6, I read again. Before going to bed, again I read like for 40 minutes. So
Wow.
almost like into 3 hours of reading. That really
Mm.
gives me a lot of confidence. Not confidence, I would say. I learn a lot of new vocabs. I always have a notebook next to me whenever I start reading or listening anything. Something which interests me when I come across such
Mm-hmm.
thing, I'll just note opinion on those things. I will write it on my own way of writing, and just I will
Mm-hmm.
read it and record it myself, and I'll just go through the recording to see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I do. Because simply just reading and listening, it's not going to help you until
Mm-hmm.
unless you put it into use. It's not going to help you.
All four modules are essential. So it's really incredible that you read 3 hours a day, and then do you write every single day?
As and when I find what I actually do is like, I told you, right? Each thing I read. At the fag end of the day, before going to bed, I just write on whatever I mocked. So to make sure that to recollect what I read, that's the best way to recollect things. And more importantly, I always make sure that when I connect with these kind of conversations, I put those into use. Those words I came across
Mm-hmm.
into use. So
Okay.
it's a good habit. Actually, it gives you a lot of confidence and make you feel that you're gaining momentum to make progress.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to do.
Absolutely.
I feel that each and every one of us have different way of doing things.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, but it's a bit challenging to be consistent with this kind of practice. I know many people who want to be very good at English or who want to read every single day, but they don't even read for 15 minutes a day. They start making excuses
Reading,
and they say like it's difficult for them to build the habit of reading. And you are
yeah.
reading
See,
like 3 hours a day. It's amazing.
it's again, see, to make a habit become part of your blood, it's really tough to practice that stuff. First, that's why they great leaders. I always listen to great speakers. Listen to them saying what they have done in their past, how they develop their own skills to read and all. I follow them diligently.
Mm-hmm.
What I do, at least I will try to practice myself 1% of what they did, so that at least I will get a share of their knowledge. Right? It's not easy.
Mm-hmm. So you have trained your conscious and subconscious both minds to just grab it and think like this is in your blood, this is your habit. So how long have you been doing it? Like how long have you
No,
been reading for 3 hours a day?
matter of fact, for the past 30 years.
Oh my goodness. That is why it's your habit. It is in your
That's
blood.
why even in majority of my videos and conversations, I would have always mentioned that English as a language is in my blood. So it's basically, I didn't learn this language. I didn't put any
Mm,
extra effort, like you said, conscious or subconsciously. It came to me naturally. I'm really blessed to be,
mm,
to literally live this language rather than learning this language. Immerse
mm,
myself naturally. So each and every time when I come across something interesting while reading, I
mm-hmm.
always feel like, okay, fine, you are improving day by day. So it's good. But one day, my aim is to become a TED speaker, TED Talk speaker one day. But it's a long way away
Wow.
anyway. So
Okay. Okay. So why don't you start something like online, creating videos, guiding people? Because people need like a mentor like you who can, who himself has done something first, like for 30 years you have been reading. Now you can talk about the reading habit and you can help people build this habit because many people are struggling with it. Then you can, of course, about English, like your communication skills are great and you know how to master it because you have learned it naturally. Many people are stuck into the grammar portion, many people are stuck in the vocabulary. So there are a lot of factors that people need the suggestions or tips. So why don't you start something online?
yeah, a matter of fact, it's been quite a while. I'm kind of thinking about this, but still, I'm not good in terms of the technical nuances of putting video on YouTube. I need to start work on creating. See, I want to see my video in such a way that I need to have pop-ups in my video and the background music relevant to my topics. It should not be when I'm making solo videos, it should be look like a documentary, right?
Mm,
So I just need to brush up on certain things. I have a target in my mind. Maybe 1st of January, I will put some few videos. Before that, I will get everything set. So not only you, a lot of them are asking me on this question for long now.
mm,
So even I have picked a few topics. I write down few topics as well to make videos on. So I'm just working on it.
mm.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, it should come up the way I want. But more importantly, it should be more of a value proposition to the audience. It's not just
Absolutely.
me, matter of just creating for the sake of creating. When
Mm.
I put across, when I want to do something, I want to go big. It's not about perfection, but at least you should do something in such a way that people value your work. That is what
Mm.
I'm aiming at. So I'm heading towards that target in right direction with a set timeline. So it should
Mm.
be coming soon for sure.
Okay, so
Even
for
though
Mhm.
again, like one thing happened few months back. Okay, one of native speakers from the US came to my home. The first thing within 2 to 3 minutes, I spoke to them. She asked me, "Why can't you teach kids out here in your
Mm.
hometown?
Mm.
You have all the things with you. Why don't you teach kids?"
Mm.
That also kind of inspired me. But again, to teach something, you need to be academically strong.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I want to still, I'm not good at, I never focused on grammar part. I always speak naturally. I
Mm.
never thought about grammar part because the more you speak out confidently, you can pick up grammar automatically. That's what I feel. But still, no denying the fact grammar is so important. But that is important only when you want to teach people academically.
Mm.
That is my perception. What do you
That's
think?
true. Yeah, I even agree with it. Even I have shared with many people already while having conversation that I don't, for my personal learning, I don't prefer learning separately the grammar patterns, and I don't deny that grammar is important. Like it is essential. It is imperative. We have to learn grammar. Only the ways can differ person to person. Some people just love learning grammar from the books, and some people like me love mastering these patterns by reading or listening to people when they are too attentive to listen, and when they can focus more on reading, they can learn like effortlessly. And this way I liked very much. I have learned personally from reading and listening to people, and listening is the one thing which I started first.
Yeah.
But yes, we have to. And in order to teach, definitely we have to, because nowadays I also sometimes have to in order to explain that particular pattern to the students, I have to
Correct.
learn. Otherwise, I know how to use it, but I should know how to explain to the kids, like they also should understand what it is. So for that reason, I have to, yes.
Correct. It's as simple as that. If you want to be a presenter, you should be in a position to answer the questions, right? So at
Hmm.
least to make the other person know what exactly you know. This thing.
Hmm.
So, but before, like, I want to ask you some questions I have in
Sure.
mind.
Sure.
Okay. Can you just go through one particular moment when it comes to this language proficiency where you felt like over the moon?
Over the moon. Yes, once I gave the interview for in a coaching center. I just tried to giving it, and that time I guess my YouTube was not working that much well. So there in that particular institute, they wanted a tutor who can teach all the subjects like science, maths, and English. I was confident about English only. I went there, I
Uh-huh.
gave the written examination, and the maths, I didn't just even touch that portion. So later they called me for interview too. I gave the interview and they said like, we like the way you speak and the way you present yourself, but we need a teacher who can teach all these subjects, and you denied that you are not able to teach mathematics. And I openly said that no, I'm not capable to. So that moment I didn't feel bad at all. Even I was like enjoying the moment that they gave the compliment. Even I was able to feel that, when you interact with somebody, when somebody talks to you from the bottom of their heart, you are able to feel that vibe, that energy. She kept talking to me continuously, and especially from a lady, getting a compliment from female, it's too female, it's difficult, right?
Correct,
So she kept
correct,
talking
correct.
and she was like, I really loved Rajni, the way you talk and the way you present yourself. So that moment was like, I overjoyed. Yeah.
So they actually tried to, put you out of your comfort zone by asking you to teach something which you don't feel comfortable with. Is it?
I'm already very pathetic at mathematics, and because of that, I quit the idea of preparing for banking anymore, like I was preparing during pandemic. So yeah, I knew that this is not my cup of tea.
Okay, let's get to the other extreme of it.
Hmm.
Have you ever felt that, okay, feeling regret about that? I'm so good at it, but I could have done it a little better.
Mm, not regretted, uh, but I have this belief still that I think I'm not giving my 100% yet. I have the potential. I can do way more better than I'm doing right now. This is what I feel still every single day. I feel sometimes I'm
Mhm.
procrastinating things. I know there is something bigger in me that I can do. Still, I can do. So I think this is what I feel every single day. I don't know if it is a regret or something, but I have believed that I have potential.
Okay, great. That's great that you're able to recall what it is.
Yeah.
Actually, there are two words nowadays becoming cliche. You know what is cliche, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like procrastination and perfection. They don't
Mm-hmm.
exist anymore. But anyway, because
Mm-hmm.
procrastination has become part and parcel of like people. I've seen hundreds of people keep being about procrastinating things. There's nothing called procrastination. The moment you feel like you do something, that's done. That's okay. Fair enough. Because we live in a world of a lot of distractions, right?
Mm-hmm.
The main reason I've seen people taking things, even trivial things, as failure because they want to achieve something perfect in a very short time.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to say, to achieve anything, something great, it will take its own time space. You just need to go through the process and enjoy the journey. That's it, right?
I believe in it. To enjoy the whatever you wanna do or you do, you should enjoy first. That is why I have a lot of scripts written down already for solo videos, but I'm not creating. And this is in me when I enjoy and when I am totally into that thing, only then I record those videos. Only then I just start doing. But still, I feel somewhere it is kind of a maybe excuse that oh I'm not feeling or I don't know but I feel.
Okay, I have a tricky question now.
Mm,
Uh, okay, you would have done a lot of conversation in this platform, right? So
yeah.
many people. Can you recall one person whom you felt like that I would like to have this conversation all day? Because recently I watched a few of your videos, but the one with the ROM you had recently, I've never seen you with that much energy.
Mm-hmm.
You people at the back end of the video, it was more like that you are conversing in person. Doesn't
Mm.
seem to be like that you're on a platform where you're connecting for the first time.
Oh.
So,
Mm-hmm.
have you gone through the video? If you want, you can just go through the video again. There, where is I can find you with a lot of energy
Mm-hmm.
because even I put the comment in your that particular video saying that it more Ram was more of a free flowing, and again you were like just catching up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever felt? Because see, the reason I'm asking this question is it's really important. Energy matters till the very last minute of your conversation. In almost every conversation, I believe that you will put your 100% for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
again, only few conversations you can remember forever, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to understand here is there anything we can do to see? It's always, I believe in one thing. In fact, I read this particular thing in one famous book. It's important for you to be an active listener in the way that you need to make the other person more interesting than you yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking this question. Does it make sense now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. uh I have felt it many a times, I guess. I remember one person who is Abdul Razak.
Uh-huh, great.
Do you remember that? if you have watched. No.
No, I didn't see actually.
Abdul
But see, that's
Razak.
what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The more vibrant I've seen you is Ram's video. Maybe I,
Mm.
because most of the videos I've seen you very subdued, a little bit like laid back.
Okay.
No, no,
Okay.
I'm not actually here. I'm not here degrading any of your personality. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
conveying what I observed.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong
Um,
for sure.
when I connected to Mopriya ma'am too, the video which
Mhm.
is, I think the video which is on my YouTube channel, I was not that much maybe energetic
Uh-huh.
because it was the first time I was connecting to Mopriya ma'am. But the video which is on her channel when she connected to me again, it is
Uh-huh.
remarkable. Like I watch that video again and again because I shared my whole journey, like entirely in that, and I was feeling like I'm talking to a person who is just here to listen to me, and she's so
Okay.
cooperative in the conversation too. So that also I loved, and everyone in the series featured to Fluency, like Renu ma'am, I enjoy talking. Then Vivek
Okay.
sir, I really like, they are very seasoned trainers in this field. So I loved talking to them, and even more I loved listening to them. Like they have a lot
Okay.
of great things.
Sorry,
Mhm.
sorry to interrupt you here. See, it's quite common with professional trainers to make you feel, no, to take you out of the world. That's quite normal.
Mm.
Other than trainers, I'm asking. Other than trainers, any
Ah.
conversation, it's pretty common. It's pretty natural for trainers to be like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have the knack
Yeah.
of getting the best out of you
Mm-hmm.
speak to, person
Yeah,
you speak
then
to.
I remember Abdul Razak, and
Uh-huh.
one person, I think his name is Shiv, maybe Shiv. And there are a
Okay.
lot of people again I loved. And as you mentioned, Ram and many people are there. I loved because I love talking to people. This is not like a very, very few time I'm not maybe into the conversation properly, but almost always I am because I love talking to new people, strangers. Yeah.
See, the main reason I put this question, it's always important to make a conversation interesting and valuable, is just to create a win-win situation. It shouldn't be like I'm talking whole day, just listening, nodding your head. It's not going to work. I should
Mm-hmm.
be able to make you feel the same vibe which I come up with.
Mm.
So I just want to, make myself more polished in terms of conversing with people. That's
Mm-hmm.
even I'm asking this particular question with most of my partners to ensure that I don't get them into boredom
Mm.
just by talking something which is not their cup of tea. So
Mm-hmm.
it's important.
Okay, but I want to ask you that you mentioned you love listening to great speakers and you learn a lot from them. So, can you just suggest a few names so people can also take help?
Yeah, I see to make it a bit like interesting. I always listen to speakers who are quite natural, who are emotional. Okay, fine. I want to put it in a nutshell. I like listening to Les Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Les Brown, a renowned speaker from the US, because I
Okay.
hardly listen to Indian speakers because of the energy level. I always want to listen to
Mm-hmm.
speakers from native speakers, matter of fact. But again, no denying the fact Indians are absolutely highly talented when it comes to speaking. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Les Brown. And next in the line is John Maxwell,
Mm. I think I haven't. I have watched this person.
Mel Robbins,
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I
Mel
have heard.
Robbins, and movie actor Denzel Washington.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this guy who turned monk and then came back
Jay
to
Shetty.
normal like Jay Shetty.
Jay
Yeah.
Shetty. Yeah.
So these are the people I never fail to watch on a daily basis. At least I will listen to them one of their speak. Okay, if you really want, I would suggest you to watch in case if you get time. Make sure there's a video from Les Brown with
Mm-hmm.
he did a speech in Millennium Dome in 1998. If you are not get inspired by that speech, you will never get inspired for sure.
Where did he give it?
He actually gave this particular speech in Georgia. in the
Okay.
Atlanta, US. That speech, that from then I was more of an addict to his speaking, way of speaking. Even I tried imitating him, but even 1% it didn't work.
So, are
But
you into the accent too? Like you love different accents, or you want to have one?
I would like to have an Australian accent. I like a lot
Mm.
because they speak a slang where you feel like hard to pick words, but
Mm-hmm.
beautiful words. They always come up with beautiful words where you can learn advanced vocab. I
Okay.
like listening to their podcasts mostly related to cricket. I'm a cricket buff, one among the billions in India.
Our meeting is going to end in just 2 minutes. Yeah.
I feel bad that the meeting is going to end. It's been a wonderful conversation with you. I like the way you present things. That's why I watch most of your videos just for the way you present. In
Thank
fact,
you
I
so
like one
much.
more person, Priyanka Kushwa.
Mm-hmm.
These YouTube people, I always try to watch as much as I can.
Thank you
Good to
so
see
much.
that, it's
Mm-hmm.
really good that you're doing great stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
would like to, like I said, I want to be part of that writing group in case if you're okay with it, you just share me some details on that.
Mm-hmm.
I will look into the feasibility so that I would like to be part of that group as well, in case if everything goes fine.
Absolutely, I would inform you because right now we are middle of the session of middle of this
Got it.
month. So new batch I'll start from December itself. Then I'll definitely inform you.
Okay, Rajini, just one more thing. It's pretty difficult, I guess, for me to even for you. It's constantly replying on email because
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to see that
Really
you will
difficult for
receive.
me.
Yeah, you will receive tons of emails, right? Even
Mm.
I would have sent you some information on your email to you, which
Mm-hmm.
I felt bit. Okay, fine. Leave it there. Okay. So, is there any other platform where I can communicate to you instantly?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Uh,
engage in any like a Skype or to give you an any instant message? For example, if I want to
yeah.
connect as such,
Yeah, I'll share the Skype link for sure.
because I tried with all the algorithms to find you, but I couldn't find anything.
I'm so sorry for that. And even for replying late to your emails. Like, there are a lot of other stuff, and then a lot of emails also. Every single day, I'm
But
getting. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I always have this habit of following up people until the deal is closed. So I will never let people go.
Great.
Either yes or no. I will make sure that things happen that way.
Okay, so this is going to end abruptly. I want to just
Okay,
say
thanks for
thank
that.
you so much for connecting to me. It was really very relaxing conversation and knowledge